My Shadow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and cuppa.
I'm here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
What's the
Welcome to
rest
the
of it?
My
You
Shadow
always give us the
stream.
rest of it.
I always do the intro. I'm sorry. Welcome to the My Shadow stream. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and donate.
What's the preferred way of donating? Is what I
The
was throwing
preferred way of donating is vodka.
Vodka.
So, what a week
Yep.
the Swindells have had. Um, we are here to discuss it and mourn the fact that we did not have what we wanted, which was an interview with Mrs. SaiynZ. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but here we are.
Well, a lot of things have happened in the past week.
Yes.
Yes.
I got a lot. I got some things that I want to bounce off of you guys and maybe the chat who also listens to that. When Sheffy called in, it happened to coincidentally, right? No conspiracies here on the same day we were supposed to have the interview, where he just came out and said, "Oh, these guys hate you," and that led to Kyle
Well,
saying,
they're haters, and it's best not to give them attention. But what you're saying is, and what we found out is there's scheduling issues with trying to get an
Yeah.
interview with Dez or Kyle. We got an interview with him last week, but the scheduling just didn't work out this time. I had a bunch of questions for Dez, a lot of stuff lined up. We actually did last Friday after when we were supposed to do the interview. We did a post-game show. We had some technical difficulties. It wasn't worthy of keeping up, but I say we just keep going, trying to get that interview. Do you guys remember any questions you had? Because I really want to get that interview with Dez.
Well, I just remembered, by the way. Okay, so anyway, let me just switch gears here. But I wanted to ask how they met. Like they have obviously a very interesting, very volatile relationship. I wonder what keeps them together and how they met in the first place. I mean, they always break up with each other all the time. I don't know, and like Papa Gorilla was saying, it might be just for the on-stream kind of keep it interesting.
I think over the past week, and as the show has changed, and he sort of like sat back and sat there and watched and not commented as much, maybe some other domestic things were going on, and maybe that's the reason that the format changed, and he seemed a little oppressed or something. But I can't say in the past week it's been boring at all.
Oh no, definitely not. Yeah. This is what I tuned in. This is what I sub for. Kind of like my favorite reality show on YouTube.
I almost feel vindicated a little bit because this is what we have been saying for a few weeks now. This is what we want to see more of is Kyle's life, Kyle's commentating, and long and behold, he has 300 subscribers after more of that.
Yeah, 260 on the live stream tonight, mostly from the heat from the issue that I think we'll get into a little bit later, something known as the mother-in-law fight. I think we'll address a little bit later. But people are in there and they want to know what's going on. It's kind of like the opposite of the Howard Stern show. You get nothing but behind the scenes. You get nothing but truth.
They want more Kyle.
We want more Kyle.
We have been saying.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
We want
what
less
I was saying,
Brian Callen trying to figure out the underage sex laws, or Anthony Cumia explaining that he's better than Opie one more time.
I agree. That's not as interesting.
By the way, you guys think? I think Ant is a little obsessed with Opie. Just as a quick aside. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always building this circumstantial case no one cares about anymore. Both of you, let it go. Do something.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, along those lines, one of the things I was going to ask Des, this all seems like so minuscule compared to these fights, was how much is going out a month in subs, donations, paywalls? game maps, all that. It seems like a lot of cash is going out on the books for all these paywall podcasts, and I'm not sure who wants to see them. What do you think? What would your guess be, Querity? How much is going out?
Looks that way, Ross.
I'd say at least 200 a month.
Yeah, it's hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, each one is what is average $10 a month, right?
Yeah, and then he donates in these like super donations, like the producer of the Jim Norton and that the guy who's the show with Jim Norton. He has a second paywall. If you donate $50, you get to ask him one-on-one questions. He had done that. It just seems like the money is flying. That was $50 to get into that little chat, which he immediately got bounced from. $50.
We know that.
Ian Undercover offered that there's Uber Eats every night.
There are.
Yeah,
and
that's not cheap.
Yeah,
That's
when you're 2 adults, 4 kids, 3 times a day. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Windows 10 update says that 300 watching with 15 people chatting. Sometimes, it means that someone is buying him views and subs, which I honestly, it's something.
I have no idea how that works. Yeah.
Also in the chat, because it just doesn't kind of add up. And so,
do you think that he makes enough in donations to
hell no.
pay for his subscriptions?
I wouldn't think so.
Wish and hope.
I think that came up behind the scenes that Des revealed tonight. She asked him to reveal his PayPal account, and she was pretty much insinuating that he really can't cover all the household finances with basically his job on YouTube.
Well, yeah. What's he making? Like $30 to $40?
But I don't know. Do you think that those were paid for, or
YouTube takes a percentage
from that fight? Well, what did his normal live stream viewers? What were they? About 120? This is almost double, right?
Yeah. And how much does YouTube take from when you give them money?
Now, since he deletes his live streams, he doesn't get any of that. What kind of donation is it?
You mean super chats?
Right. He gets the super chats, but there's another one that he doesn't get if he deletes his stream, right?
Des joined us tonight.
Hey, Des.
Hey, Des.
Yeah, she said we don't eat Uber Eats 3 times a day. And Kyle eats Taco Bell. Nobody else really does.
Okay, because he's talked about that. He won't eat the food that she cooks. He's a little baby with his little baby diet. Des, can you hear me? How much is going out? Because I know Des does the finances in the books. How much is going out on these game maps, on these Patreons, on these paywall subs a month? It's got to be hundreds of dollars. It's got to be. And operating expenses for the show, as he would say.
Yeah.
Operating.
Okay.
So
we weren't able to pull off the Friday interview with Des, scheduling conflicts, but one of these weeks we'll get her. I thought we had an excellent interview with Kyle. Please go and listen to it back. It's up there.
Yeah.
Episode 5, I believe. Or 6. I can't remember.
No, it was episode 4, rather.
Yeah, I think we're all just really
what happened?
in getting to know them better. And not in a controversial way either.
Yeah, Des is just one more thing from that night. A question I was going to ask, please, with the microphone. The mic levels are just brutal when you try to listen to them on speakers. Might be worse on headphones, but between the Sam Tripoli screaming and Kyle with that mic that doesn't work, can we just get a mic that works? It'd be so helpful.
I don't think she's going to help us with that.
Why? We got the beautiful foam behind us.
Other things to handle. She's got other things to handle. That's why. More press.
There I am. I'm back. Sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button like a dummy.
No worries. No worries.
Another question that I was going to ask Des that maybe this could flow. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Des is saying that Kyle doesn't pay for any subs or views. So I want to know how he gets access to like Sam Tripoli and Brian Callen.
No, I think she's talking about bots in the stream.
Yeah, she's talking about
as
bots.
Opposed to he pays for all that. He pays for all that. He pays $80 a map for these video games.
What do you mean by to play them online? You mean?
Yeah, to buy a map you can get ahead of time or something like that. The cash is flying out. I'm just curious how much the operating expenses are. See, I'm sure it's pretty significant.
And he said he has subscriptions to the Anthony show.
Yeah, that's what his argument is. We don't have to pay for this because he does. The problem is,
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
anybody
expensive.
wants to watch this.
That Anthony and whatever else, that's expensive, isn't? What's it called? Compound Media? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And
he subscribes to a lot of paywall content, and it must add up.
Oh yeah, I can't. Is it like 5 or 10 a month, probably per show?
Yep, probably.
At least.
That's got to be. It's got to be $200 because he subscribes to a lot of shows, right?
Yeah.
Kyle pays for at least a dozen
Patreons. That's expensive.
Yeah, that's stunned me when he was paying the producers like $50 just to chat with him one-on-one, ask him personal question. I was thinking, how many of these other ones is he doing that we never hear of? By the way, where'd the Kevin Brennan interview go? He was supposed to interview Kevin Brennan. Is that going to happen?
I don't know, but I am kind of glad that it did not happen because I hate him.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, that's the guy. That's the guy who's always criticizing everybody.
It's okay because it's Kevin Brennan. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Kevin Brennan's is.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah, go ahead.
He's just a miserable black Irish guy that's doing the rounds of why didn't it work for me? Why didn't it work for me? But get him on, Kyle. Don't even do any prep. Just ask away. He's a good punching bag.
I have a question for everyone on here right now. Is there any subscription that you are happy to see Kyle play?
AIU. If he subscribes to AIU, I appreciate it because I do enjoy it. I do.
I'll answer in a different way. I agree with some of the politics and the points these guys make, but I can't sit through 15, 20 minutes of no commentary. I just find it incredibly boring. I just don't want to watch it on Kyle's stream.
Said he's doing smart moves to build his channel. It's working so far.
Well, that's why we're here, to be part of that process. Des, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah, come on in.
Here's a question I had for Des. I was going to ask her during the interview. Sometimes at the end of the night, Kyle gets a little sleepy. You know, his head will go down. He'll get a little bit groggy, and he looks like he can barely stand up. When the stream goes off, what happens? Is he able to walk to the bed? Does he go take a shower? Does she has to go hold his arms? Does he bounce up the walls? I mean, sometimes at the end of the night when we see him, he doesn't even look like he can get to the floor to go to sleep.
I wondered immediately, like, what happens to his food when he is so like groggy and just, not able to kind of process things? What happens?
Yeah, he's very routine. He fasts and he pounds the booze.
Does Hasselhoff eat it, or does he just ignore it?
Yeah, because the food always has to be ordered to time with when he's done. And so when he's really, really sleepy, does the food just sit there and get cold? Or does he bring it into the bed like David Hasselhoff kind of thing?
I mean, that's David Hasselhoff ate the burger on the floor, remember? With his shirt off.
Yes. Yes, and so that would be good, like to know that he enjoyed it. And
I just don't want all that food to go to waste.
He eats his Taco Bell and goes to bed.
Does he order every night?
Des said they don't order every night.
So I want to know, one thing I wanted to ask Des was like, what is his favorite meal that she makes? And like, how often does she make him dinner? If ever.
Can I guess what it is? Is it chicken nuggets and secret sauce of ketchup and mayonnaise rolled together?
No, she must make something substantial. And
yeah, but he's a little baby. He's not going to eat it.
He prefers something else, and so that's how that goes, I think. But Des did say they don't order 3 times
every night. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think they order 3 times a day. I think
But
they
even
That'd be
under
so expensive.
he orders
Jesus.
virtually every night.
Well, here's another question. Why is the delivery process of this food so complicated? It just cannot be that complicated. Something that is everyday part of the routine. But he's constantly in battle with the delivery drivers, which floor it's on, COVID. He's going through like all the red tape of the world just to get food delivered.
But you know
No,
what? Kyle's
sorry.
not stupid. Like it provides content. So we're getting a little bit, even though it's not as much as we would like, you know. It's content.
That's
content.
true, it is.
Oh, it is, because it is funny to hear him talk to them and then go back and forth and
but it happens otherwise, because on the hotel stream, when the mic was left open, they were both arguing with the delivery driver that night too, and they didn't even think it was being recorded.
That's true. That's funny.
So shall we talk about the reason we're all here, the elephant in the room?
Wow. That was something else.
Well, would you like to set it up, Susie Q?
Fight
night?
Susie.
From your point of view?
I think you should do the honors. I really don't. No, I would not.
Down goes Fraser. Down goes Fraser.
You don't want to talk about. Well,
I want to know what triggered
a lot of heat.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to know what triggered that too.
I think they were having disagreements earlier on in the day before he started the stream of, shall we say, things coming to a head and whether he should take the show on the road. You know how Anthony Cumia is thinking of relocating, and Joe Rogan is relocated, and Joey Diaz might. Maybe Kyle's thinking of taking the stream on the road. And I think maybe that's what they're discussing, whether he should or should not. But Mom and Dad have been fighting a lot.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Des said that Kyle is picky. He has limited stuff that he'll eat. So it's whatever he feels like eating. Sometimes she'll make him.
She said Mexican food.
Yeah. And Ravenite said Kyle marches to the beat of his own drum. it's Two Masters said it's sad.
I love Ravenite's cool, man. You guys should bring him up one time if he wants.
I would definitely like to.
Ravenite, please come on the stream. Everybody's welcome.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I love Ravenite's voice. He sounds like Joey Boots to me.
Oh, really? That's funny. Windows 10 update said the driver does not go into the building to deliver. Someone has to go outside to get the food. And so.
Yeah, but my question is, a year into this, why is this so confusing?
I agree. I worked in a highly secured building, and I gave specific instructions, very detailed, that I knew not everyone could read, but they were attended to. I don't know why there is a difficulty.
So, I mean, I don't know if Des is still listening, but I kind of want to ask this question, like in a respectful way. But do they live like in a? How's the neighborhood? Are the delivery drivers scared to come upstairs? That could be it too.
Well,
there's certain deliver. Like I think Grubhub is more, or Uber definitely won't come to your door. At least I think they make you meet the driver. I'm not sure.
I think Kyle thought of a loophole.
Can you believe I've never used the delivery service?
Kyle's loophole is that you tell them that you're going to tip, in cash, and so that brings them to the door.
Well, I figured they'd figured out by now. I have a question. Why won't he eat with us? Why won't she put the tacos down and him put on and just have some tacos and eat with us? Is he too pristine not to show us him eating?
They said that they're not scared. They'll only come if you pay $20.
$20 tip, I guess.
$20?
That's fucking more than the food.
That is terrible and messed up, and that should not be happening.
I've never used a Grubhub or anything. I've never used that.
I have for work.
It might be
I
where I
used
live because
it,
there's not
but
many
not
restaurants
every
around.
day.
So
They do play dumb. I'm not gonna lie.
And
And so
also,
I do
like,
enjoy when Kyle,
Yeah.
I want to
talks to
ask
him.
Des, you know, like, because she doesn't drink every night, so is it not more cost effective for her to go like drive through and get his Taco Bell?
Yeah, but she's got to leave the kids with him and stuff. It's a very complicated dynamic of details.
Mm-hmm.
But back to this paywall stuff and all this money going out, I thought there was a couple things that he could have, maybe a year ago, he would have done. He would have live streamed the State of the Union and made fun of Biden and all the people there. He would have played part of the NFL draft and commented it and make fun of all the teams. But we're just getting the same Brian Callen and Anthony Cumia. And it's just like not what I kept saying was primary source commentary, which Kyle's best at. Just sitting there and letting them doing the homework for him. We don't want that.
I agree. I wish he would play the Biden so that we can hear him, tell us exactly what everyone's thinking when they see Biden do whatever Biden does. I agree.
Query, do you agree that that's maybe what it was like a year ago? A little bit faster pace, sober, commenting on primary source stuff?
He was definitely more engaged with the chat and more engaged in the stream rather than let other content play, for sure. Yeah. And then that would cause more people to call in because he would be commenting on people. He would be commenting on other people's content instead of just letting it play. When you just let it play, nobody has anything to say about that. But when Kyle's commenting, people would be more likely to join in the conversation. And I hear Kyle complaining about that all the time. He's saying, "Oh, nobody called in and Discord." You're not saying anything. What do you?
Well, Cordy used to call in the Discord a lot when he
exactly.
Yeah, and that stopped because Cordy doesn't care about freaking Brian Callen.
Cordy, wouldn't you have liked to heard Kyle play the State of the Union and address it live with his giggles and what is that? That's what we like. That's what's fun.
Okay, so I'm trying to get Rex on, you guys. He's in the chat and he says he can come in, but he may have to leave abruptly.
Okay. Well, if he can come in, let him on in.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So that's set. And
Rex is a guy you could definitely ask. You could ask Rex about like the pre-Kyle stuff.
Yeah, Kyle used to do politics a lot more. He would address his favorite sports teams, but now, especially in the past week, I'd say most of the content's probably been domestic driven, shall we say. He's been letting us in on some of the details of domestic issues going and actually, showing it right on his show. It's a wide open content. We get to see everything.
Yeah.
We're on with Rex. Hey, Rex. Thank you so much for coming on. You are SaiyanZ Entertainment legend.
Alumni. I'm alumni from the SaiyanZ University. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing, Rex?
Doing good, Rex.
So much for coming on. Go ahead, you guys.
Rex, what's your impression of a longtime listener? Has the show changed in your mind? In what direction? What do you think?
I used to listen like I started. I discovered Kyle being an Opie and Anthony fan, and it was through his clips, right, that he would have on his channel, or his little videos that he would do every day, kind of updating on Compound Media and the ongoings with Opie. And then I found out about the drunk stream through a video that was circulating of him taking a piss on the laundry room floor. And I was like, okay, I gotta start watching these, right? So I started watching them, and I was just chilling in the chat. And at the time, Cosmic was calling it, or Cosmic was kind of like a co-host. Are you guys aware of Cosmic Brother Camp?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was listening for a while, not just in the chat. And then I started calling in, and then eventually Cosmic left, and then I became kind of a regular. And at that time, Kyle would just progressively get drunker throughout the night. And by the time he was blackout drunk, it was a 50-50 chance whether or not he was going to turn on you. And then, all chaos would break loose. So it kind of became a fight club over there. And there was a lot of regulars there that would, either get into a fight or, just witness someone else having a fight. It was pretty much a fight club, and now I look at it and it's just pretty much him playing podcasts. I don't tune in as regularly as I used to. I'll pop in maybe once a week just to see what's going on. But he's just playing. Is that what he's doing now? He's just playing podcasts?
Yeah, he kind of goes in through 3 acts. At first, he'll come out very excited and very sober and excited for a good night of chatting and podcasting. And then he'll slip right into playing whatever he would consider paywall content or documentaries, which goes on for about 75% of the content. And the last third is him fully sort of lubed up and just will go off the cuff. And yeah, he'll turn. I think that might be the act that a lot of people tune in for, but it's very erratic these days.
Right. Okay. So before he cuts off the stream is usually when the fight happens with either Dez or the mother-in-law, right? Because I saw that I posted that video of his mother-in-law hitting him the other day.
You did. Thank you.
Yeah, that's where he has full confidence, because sometimes before that, I don't think he has full, but he gets his liquid courage, and that's when the gloves come off.
Yeah, it's great. That was the whole point of the stream before, I felt. It would start off with Opie and Anthony talk, and then we would try to get Dez on. There was many characters. There was a guy named Nick S., who his strategy was to donate to Kyle $2 at a time to get him to take a shot, to progressively get him drunker throughout the night so the entertainment could happen. So it would usually take about an hour or two, and then Kyle, was at his most entertaining when he was blackout drunk.
Now, back then, the stream would go on longer, right? And it's about 45 minutes to an hour and a half, maybe now. But before, he used to pound those energy drinks with the vodka instead of the beer, so he could keep wired and drunk for a while.
Yeah, it was energy drinks. It was a can of Monster and a bottle of Christian Brothers or vodka. The Christian Brothers, I think, is bourbon, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, Christian Brothers. That was his drink. His liquor of choice was Christian Brothers, or once in a while he'd get some vodka. But Nick asked.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He doesn't drink the. No, it's okay. I didn't mean to interrupt, but he doesn't drink the dark liquor really anymore. It's just vodka.
Oh, okay.
It's just vodka.
If I can ask Des if she's still in the room, does she monitor the shots, or does she dole it out, or is she kind of like, is she the one who tends, and when she doesn't want him to drink, she cuts it off? The last
thing Des said was no one goes in his Discord anymore, so he plays clips. Go in his Discord, then it would change.
Des, we tried.
We tried, but he can't see to unmute us.
Yeah.
And so.
Oh, Des says it's Brandy. Is that the real Desiree? Des, I love you, baby.
Yes, that's the real one. Hey, Rex, do you remember when he used to fight with Jimmer?
Yes.
No,
I've been involved in a couple of those.
Please explain. Can you tell us all? We're kind of new to this.
Really, I honestly can't stay long. And I just popped in the chat, and I just wanted to. I promise you, I wanna sit down for a full episode with you guys, and I want you guys to get like a more better guest for you guys would be Cosmic, because Cosmic.
I'd love it.
I would love to have Cosmic on, and I'm edging on it.
Yeah, Cosmic is so OG with the SaiyanZ stream. He can start from the beginning, and then I'm like a second chapter. And my chapter in the SaiyanZ stream was with a guy named Nick S. and a couple other characters. One being Vice Versa, was very infamous. Who else? Mike is Contentious. Toon Squad was there throughout the whole thing. There's some people I recognize in the chat. Two Massa, Stanley Moon's been there the whole time, It really is a saga. I think Cosmic would be a great interview for you guys, just to kind of start from the beginning.
He's a stoner buddy I've always wanted to have.
Yeah, Cosmic's fucking cool as shit. Cosmic is he's a very dynamic individual. But yeah, I wanted to pop in and say, like, I can't stay long. I'm really sorry.
No problem.
I did explain to them. Thank you so much for doing so.
Yeah, I definitely want to do a full episode with you guys. When's the next time you guys are streaming?
Probably a week.
In about a week? Okay. Susie, I know you've reached out to me or whatever. You've got my word. I'm down for sure.
Thank you.
So if you just hit me up and let me know.
Yes, absolutely. I will hit you up, and then I'll confirm, and of course I'll remind you, and I'll bug you.
Okay, yeah. I really wish I could stay, but I'm definitely down, and I'll definitely come back and do that up, and I'll let Cosmic know about this after show, because I really do think you'd be much more impressed with everything Cosmic has to tell about the saga of the SaiyanZ entertainment stream.
It's quite a tale.
Desiree said, "Love you, Rex." LOL.
I love you too, Des, baby.
Okay, thanks, brother.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. Bye. So that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I really like
calling.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's his Twitch files go back about a year, and I can't remember about when I started listening to in about November of 2018. The streams right before that, there's no way you can go back and find them, because I think they were awesome from what I can remember.
Yeah, I wish I would have saved some of them.
Yeah, you guys listened even before I did then. Because I didn't find Kyle till 14 or 15 months ago.
I think
I found Kyle when he was the only person covering the downfall of Artie, even before his nose caved in, when he was the erratic, getting kidnapped and all that. And I was fascinated just as much as Kyle. And then it kind of got into like a fight channel, like he said. And I think people just want to see fireworks, but
yeah,
that's a little bit played out, I think.
Him and Jimmer used to fight, and Jimmer and him would both get drunk out of their mind.
Oh, I bet you they could really get in some drunken battles. Oh, man. But that's kind of a road to nowhere. How many years can that go on?
Susie, I'm delegating you. You gotta, like, show Cosmic your tits or something.
What the? That?
You gotta come on.
I hope it's not all that.
Now, how serious do you guys think this domestic issue is to the continuing of the SaiyanZ entertainment stream? Seems like dams are about to burst, or something's about to change, or something.
Well, Des, as of right now, if Kyle stays there, she controls the internet, so
he only does that when he's drunk.
I just think it's a spat they have once in a while, and it just goes away.
Well, she did explain tonight they have a way of like letting out their aggressions afterwards, kind of like how couples do with their makeup kind of sex and whatnot. And then it evens out. But I know they're going through some really tough times now. And Kyle looks a little bit confused, but I think we'll get through it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
CB said that he remembers when his mom lived in the driveway in a trailer.
I never knew that.
So they lived, I'm assuming, in a house then? She couldn't have lived in like an apartment.
Do they live in an apartment building? Does anybody know? Or where?
They do now.
Oh.
Yeah.
They used to live in a house, right?
I don't think you can listen to a lot of Kyle's stories when he's opening up like the Venom book, because they're kind of all over the place. The stories changed, and he got called out on a specific story, and he took it right back, and someone kind of mushed him in the head and said that's not the way the story went, and he didn't put up much of an argument.
What are you talking about? He clarified who it was. It wasn't him, and that was necessary. A necessary clarification.
Well, he seemed to be confused. It said some things happened in the past, and he repeated his story And he was corrected immediately. And he said, well, maybe that wasn't me. But what I'm just saying is there's a lot of domestic issues that have been coming out. A lot of things have been coming to a head. And he's been kind of threatening to take the show on the road. But I think he'll probably stay at SaiynZ headquarters.
Yeah, he'll stay
And
there.
just for the record, Des said that her mom never lived in the driveway. So that's not.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Des.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to ask Des when he says these things, and they're pretty wide open, when she asks about him later, does he goes, that was just for the show? Kind of like Howard Stern in Private Parts.
Mm-hmm.
It was all for the show.
I hope so, because that's, yeah.
So Kyle bought a car at the beginning of this year. And yesterday he mentioned that, I don't know if it's the same car, he mentioned that it was taken away. Is that the same car? I wonder if Des could.
No. He was throwing out a lot of weird old timeline all over the place stuff. He was claiming that his mother-in-law got a car repossessed because of it was just all over the place. It was just him throwing out every shot possible. And, no one was there to correct him on the major issues until he pushed something too far. He got corrected. And it was quite a night. It was quite a night.
Two Master said,
I got confused.
Name he can't bring up anymore. It used to be fair game. Kyle has changed.
I told him to DM me. I need to know.
He's talked in the past about, as somebody has asked him if he would relocate to Los Angeles, and for whatever reason, I don't think he's been there, but he doesn't like it. But hasn't he said that Kentucky is maybe an option for him to move to?
Yes, he said Kentucky before Los Angeles.
He definitely. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, no offense.
I was thinking it was close.
David will become famous, like Van Gogh. Sorry.
I was thinking maybe he could pick Kentucky because it's closer to walk to. Because I don't think he has a car. I don't know how he's going to get to the new studio carrying his little sponge towel under his arms there.
From where they live. Wouldn't New York be closer?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think
I gotta agree with Kyle though. I'd rather live in Kentucky than LA.
You want? Yeah.
Oh yeah, SD girl probably knows. I would take SD's word over everything. She lives in San Diego.
I lived in LA for like 6 months, and I got the hell out of there.
You should get the hell out of California, to tell you the truth.
But just think how pretty Kyle would be with his suntan.
Ravenite said Van Gogh had no views or subs.
Best place to move would be Florida, probably.
Kyle has more subs in Los Angeles, doesn't he? More subs than
How dare you, Cuppa? Kyle's already pretty.
What? I'm saying he'd be prettier with some color.
Oh.
And Des said, yes, he could make it if he stops drinking so much. And I happen to be in agreement with Des. I happen to be in a complete agreement with her about that.
I think we all are. And I think he's being stubborn for the sake of being stubborn. And I think it'll pass. Maybe.
That's a good one. What he said. I'm not going to repeat it. Does Kyle piss the bed? Somebody wrote that. I don't remember who.
Well, you heard Rex. You heard the reason why Rex subscribed. You heard the reason why Rex subscribed, right?
In the basement. I remember that.
For the last third, for the pissing on the floor, just total primitive.
Said, no, Kyle does not do that, guys.
I mean, come on, Des. You have to admit, Kyle has gone literally medieval on his environment when he gets tanked.
Yeah.
He was slobbering a little bit the other night, Des. Come on, admit it.
I missed that night. What happened that night?
Wait, I can bring this up because Des said it on live stream tonight. That Kyle and her had a little bit of fun the other night, like 3 times in a row. And I mean, I think that's impressive for any guy his age.
True. I have to agree with that.
Let alone if he's been drinking. So I want to know, is that typical? Like,
I think it's a Cape Verdean superpower.
Yeah,
or maybe after COVID, he got super sense and like he can resist whiskey dick 3 bottles in.
Wow.
3 times? No.
What the? Des, you do not need this type of attention on your man. Don't encourage it, Des. Do not encourage it.
I like that Des was the one that brought it up, kind of like stunned him. And she's like, yeah, now you don't get any more. This is kind of the way they hash it out.
Yeah, then that set him off a bit more, right?
She said the funniest thing the other night. He goes, did you come in here to give me a lighter? And she goes, no, and I give you a punch in the face.
No, he said he wanted to get booty, and she said, no, I want to give you a punch in the face. Wasn't that what it was?
It's a lighter.
Yeah.
But later, they had booty wars.
Des really is a saint.
She is. She just said, I seen him throw a TV tonight, so.
A TV?
He threw a TV?
Yeah. That's
Jesus.
So she's hands up. I'll tell you guys. And it is true to Ravenite, Des does have the patience of Job. She does. She's very, very patient. She's a good lady.
Well, Des has to micromanage a lot of problems, but it's been quite a week in review. A lot of fireworks, a little less documentary watching, a little bit more domestic issues. But Des got back on mic. It's been a while since she was on mic.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 days left in this week, so God knows what's gonna happen.
I think I would just like to interject that I think that Kyle should take a day or 2 off, a week. Trust me, I enjoy seeing his show, his live stream, whatever he wants to call it, daily. But, a night or 2 off would be good.
I think it's been months since he's taken a night off. I think
he has worked diligently.
Well, maybe he could just take a Thursday off and get fresh for a Friday because he doesn't really have to. He's not Cal Ripken. He doesn't have to make it to the park every night.
Yeah. Hey, Cordy.
What's you're laughing?
No, because I agree. He should take at least a night off.
Doesn't he take the weekends off?
You would all understand. I mean, come on.
No, he doesn't take the weekends off. No.
I guess I'm the one that does. Why take a lot of days off?
Oh, that's right. He doesn't.
Hi, Papa girl.
He doesn't really have weekends. I think the kids do, but I don't think Kyle. Like, what's the difference between a Monday and a Saturday?
Mm-hmm. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Well, he says that. No, Kyle says that he has to get up and put the kids on the bus or something. So weekends are definitely
7
better.
in the morning.
Like Friday and Saturday night streams are usually better than during the week.
I giggle.
What?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Ravenite said Susie is a giggler, and it's true. I am. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, you guys. So that was a hell of a week, and I think we discussed it as best we could.
Well, Des, if you'd like to come on next stream, that'd be fantastic. Or anybody else that would like to call and share some old stories, whatever. This was quite a week in review. I'm glad that the studio, I think, will stay in Providence, and we'll see where it is next time.
I'm also glad that it's not relocating yet, because
yeah, if anyone wants to come on, Susie will show you her tits.
What the?
She never showed me. Wait, no.
No, do not make
Where-
comments that I cannot fulfill.
What about you, SD girl? You're gonna show your tits?
That was just for you, SD girl. That was just for you.
We all know Susie has better hair than I do.
You don't even know that.
What does everyone know
Well,
about you?
Let me be the judge of that.
What is going on here?
This
Oh,
All right,
Des
we'll have to
said,
tune in next time to see what happened.
But yeah.
all right, everybody. You guys have a good night.
All right.
Signing off. Thank you, Des. Thank you, Two Master, Ravenite, and most of all, Rex for coming on. Thank you so much. And hopefully we will get Cosmic on here.
You can tell us the whole story from the
Yeah,
beginning to
from
the end.
beginning
with Cal.
to bitter end. Hopefully not.
Well, not the bitter end. That sounds.
I know that. Yeah, that's why I'm like, no, hopefully not. So,
You can tell us the Jimmer, how it all started with the beginning and how he got involved with Jimmer and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sounds
I'd
good.
like to get-
And Susie and SD Girl show their test.
Yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna sell it now. All right, everybody. Good night. Thank you.
All right, take it easy, everybody.
All right, take
Bye.
care,
Thank you,
guys.
Good
Bye.
night.
Later.
Bye.